boils down to fear. Faith, the opposite of faith is fear. And you know, we always talk about that, pushing through the fear, pushing past the fear, right? Your blessing is on the other side of fear, right? Just push past that one, you know, I was talking about that yesterday, that one little moment, you know, we were talking about Raven and her pop-up, a song called Faith, It Will Have You Thinking. Yeah, really, 12-7, I gotta listen to that. I like Kendrick Lamar, he's a deep thinker. But yeah, y'all, the opposite of faith is fear, you know? Because we don't know what's on the other side, right? Think about that, right? So when you're exercising your faith, that means you're going in spite of, right? In spite of that, I don't know what's over there, but I trust God. So guess what? Boom, I'm going. Right. Yeah, see, Netta and 12-7, think about that, right? So what faith is, right? It's the, right, the substance of things hoped for, things unseen, right? So we don't see it, but we don't see that thing that fear is keeping us from either, right? So think about that. So in order for us to move forward in this life, remember yesterday I talked about, hey God, what is my purpose? What is your purpose for this life? It's not even my life, right? Remember I said that? We got to be careful. So hey, whatever you have me do, Lord, but it's your purpose, but I can't be afraid. I've got to have that trust. So basically y'all were saying mistrust. It's kind of the same thing if you ask me. But I think if we say fear, right, Eric, the evidence of things not seen. Yep. So guess what? That's what that faith is. Think about it, y'all. Like, we don't know, but we trust God, right, Eric? For whatever reason, I'm going to trust God. Eric, you know, my brother and I were just talking about his JJ's Heart of Hope, feeding the homeless veterans down there in South Florida. He, you know, that fear was gripping. What am I doing? Ain't nobody going to come. What am I? That first step set everything in motion, right, Eric? It had to be faith after that. I trust God. Lord, I don't know why you gave me this assignment. For me, y'all, I love the quote that says, if your dreams don't make you or make you frightened or make you fearful, they're not big enough. Right, Eric? If your dreams, hey, Lewis Jr., if you're dreaming of something, y'all, for real, my dreams are so big sometimes, I'm like, Lord, I'm going to just back up out of that one. But I love when that happens, y'all, because I feel like God is like, okay, do you trust me, girl? Like, there's a reason the seed is implanted. Right, Eric? There's a reason you had that vision. Even though we're like, wait, I ain't got the money to do that. God is like, hey, take that first step. That's faith. That's that faith, y'all. We don't see how it's going to happen, but call us crazy. I love when people call me crazy. Call me crazy and delusional all you want, because I see something. I feel it, right? I've been exercising in this for a minute. Hey, Luke Glad Hands. Hey, what's that say? Dee Dee, thank you, Dee Dee, for following me. But y'all, that's that faith. I love it. I love the experience of, you know, testing it, just, you know, learning how this thing works. It gets hard, it gets frustrating. Hey, Luke Glad Hands, good morning. Welcome to the live. Hurricane, I love that. Hurricane 5, that's a cute name. The next one is, see there, Eric? Look at that. Look at my brother, y'all. Testimony time. Look at that. He didn't even know, y'all, what would happen. He did it that first time. Hey, Vonda, we've got to exercise our faith, and I love that we're here and we're sharing, right? This is what happens when we share. You know, you start seeing other people, and like I told y'all, I love my celebrities. Y'all know I love Oprah. I love certain ones. Viola Davis, Issa Rae, Kerry Washington. I'm just throwing it into the atmosphere. Hey, Vonda, good morning. But I told my brother and I told Kobe, y'all, I love the idea of creating a space for us, though. Not bringing, you know, celebrities on to tell us how they did this and this. Like, let's talk. I want to talk to my brother. I can relate to him. I can relate to 12-7, Mr. Bay, Kobe, Vonda, right? Netta, Miss Netta, Angel, right? We can relate to real people on the ground. Like, hey, this is the person that I talk to every day, and I saw how they pushed through that thing. I didn't see the end result where it was just now you telling me this story. That's great too, because I feel like our testimonies can definitely inspire one another. Hey, Massive, come on in. But I think it's critical that when we are in that moment of like, like, do I jump? Do I leap? I talked about that a few weeks ago. Do I leap? Just leap. Y'all, 2024, right, Angel? We gotta leap, y'all. Don't be afraid. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen too? Eric, what's the worst thing that can happen when you go out there? Answer that question, right? What's the worst thing that can happen if you don't go out there? You know, think about that. That's the contrast. I don't go out there, nothing happens. You guaranteeing nothing happens. But I go out there, what's the worst thing, Eric? Maybe somebody might throw a tomato at you and say, get off you, and say, get off the street trying to feed the homeless people, right? I mean, right, Mr. Bay? What's the worst thing, y'all? What's the worst thing that can happen? By being bold, going out there serving. Thank you for my heart. You know, think about it, y'all. We gotta be bold. Let's just do it. Come meet here, like I said, Monday through Friday. We just talking about that. Hey, what can we do to push one little step further, y'all? Thank you for my roses. Thank you, Kobe, for sharing the live, y'all. You know, and I think, like I said, the opposite of faith is fear. Yes, Mr. Bay, just do it. Nike came out with that a long time ago, and that was such a cliche, right? Just do it. But when you really think about what that means, y'all, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? People put faith in karma place. My faith. Yes, 12:7. And it's that, but guess what? That's fear, though. Think about what you're saying. So 12:7 said people put faith in a karma place. However they define faith, they define karma the same way. Yep. And I just watched the podcast. Are y'all surprised? I watched the podcast the other day, and he was talking about karma being, it's not real. And I was kind of like, all my life, you know, I kind of believe in that whole what goes around comes around, blah blah. You know, I do believe that atmosphere in the universe be doing some stuff, y'all. So when I heard that, I was kind of like, but he was basically saying that's a fear tactic. And I think 12:7, you hit it on the head. That's a fear tactic, right? It's like if we walk around afraid of doing things, right? Because we, number one, like I said, we don't know the outcome, but then that fear of what's gonna happen as a result, right? Karma. Hey, Miss Dimples, come on in, guys. Happy Tuesday. Look what time it is, y'all. We rolling. I'm trying to make sure I get this thing down pat.